Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new video, a whole new one, like hasn't been seen for a couple of years out of me, because reasons. Lots of reasons. Complicated reasons, simple reasons, lots of them. Even so, it came to my attention recently that my channel has just received 100 subscribers! 100! That's 10 whole tens! As a result, I've decided to do a new video in what I hope is going to be a new, if somewhat irregular as is expected of me, series called Wait, That's a Thing? And on today's Wait, That's a Thing, as a special treat for me having 100 people actually listening to what I'm saying. They must be mad. But this is ABC Colouring Town, as you can see from the fantastic title that is in no way just word art over a crudely rendered tree. I mean, I am not a computer programmer, I'm not a games developer, I couldn't make trees that look like these ones in the background. I couldn't do that. But if I were to start learning to do that, chances are my first attempt at making a tree would look that goddamn awful. Look at that! What is that? Why is there black on it? Is it just charred? Is it diseased? Has it got some kind of ash dieback disease? All these trees are going to have to be cut down? This is supposed to be a children's game. That tree just looks imposing. It looks like it's made of glass and wants to kill me. This game looks terrible. But it's a thing. As far as I'm aware, it's currently on Steam Greenlight. It's supposed to be a fantastic, interactive colouring experience for young children. Quite frankly, I would not let my children play this. I don't have children. But if I did have them, I would not let them play this. Because it's scary. What's with all these butterflies? Why is the tree seemingly giving off some kind of space dust? What's going on here? I mean, there's some kind of spontaneous genesis of butterflies going on behind us. It's just creepy. And what does this symbol mean? Some kind of satanic thing. Some kind of devilish rune. Are you ready for this? I've got the same feeling that I got when I first started the Hamtaro Let's Play. Well, I believe if we click here, we bring up a website, and if we click here, we bring up the credits. So shall we see who made this? This was made by EnsenaSoft, directed by Samuel Den Hartog. Is that a real name? Lead designer Louise Humeran. Copyright 2013. So this was made in 2013. Don't let the PS1 era graphics confuse you. This was made last year. Somehow there is a mushroom having an acid trip. So, shall we delve right in? Oh, what jaunty music. You can just imagine wandering the hills with a spring in your step and a small spaniel by your side, ready to murder something. A! A is presumably for apple, because that is what we've been given here. And it's going to be an apple at night, I think. We'll make it a nighttime apple. We need it bigger than that. Why is the white not showing up? What is this madness? Okay, the apple, of course, is going to be blue, because we all know apples are blue. No, apples are blue. Apples are blue. The worm is going to be... No, I didn't want to do that, you kid. The worm is, of course, going to be yellow, because... You will see. You'll find out in a second. We'll need to fill in that little gap there. It's going to have bright orange leaves. Oh, it did again. Quit it. Now I need this to work. Blah. 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 Yep, this worm's being sick. Because he's eating a rotten blue apple. We need to make it more sicky looking. We need to add more colours and textures. After all, sick has little bits in it. Look, it's got some corn in there. Oh, And, of course, we need to colour in the apple. Can't neglect the apple. What are we, Android? There we are. A is for apple. A rotten apple being eaten by a yellow sick maggot throwing up. Next! Next! How do we go next? How do we... Look, get next before I start drawing penises on things. Do we just click... What? Okay, well here is the comprehensive options menu. Bearing in mind this is for children, so surely you want to be able to, you know, customize it to their experience. You can change the sound, the music.
Super!
Super! No, it wasn't. What's the matter with you? Over-enthusiastic devil child.
B!
B is for baseball. No, it isn't. Oh god, they've given me a phallic object in a game in which I'm allowed to draw. I wonder what's going to happen here. Right, so B is for baseball. Well, as we know, baseball is played with a crazy yellow ball. With a smiley face. Because it has to have the smiley face. I gotta try and see what I got. I'm not an artist, so I'm trying to do this with no skills or talent whatsoever. So do bear with me. Right, now I need to turn these into fingers. Somehow. Told you I'm not an artist. What do you want from me? And he can be wearing a nice blue top. Oh, well that worked. Oh, everything could just be fucking blue then, can it? Blue! Blue everywhere! Everything is blue. Blue wins. Didn't want to do that. Get some yellow on his fingers. Oh, now he's got a big... Oh, actually, that makes sense, given what I'm going to do with it. Okay, we will colour him in with this. Whoa! I forgot to switch over to brush. Can I get that back? Oh, I'm doing so well at this, aren't I? Like a pro! Colour him in with that. Come on, get you coloured in with your blueness. And the glove shouldn't be blue. The glove should be orange. No, orange. 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 Okay, let's just make it orange. For no particular reason other than reasons. And we need to draw some legs. No, they need to be a bit lower down than that, his legs. So this can continue being torso. Because we kind of need this protruding. Because then we're just gonna be incredibly immature. Yay! Immaturity! For the win. Yeah. And this, of course, is the famous penis of baseball. We all know that the main purpose of baseball is to penis. So, there we have it. The penis of baseball. And we need to colour in the baseball, so let's make that red for no particular reason. Baseball! Oh, it can all be red. Red penis, red face, red glove, red balls. And there we are.
Yay!
Yay! Kids love to penis. What? That's wrong.
C.
C is for cat. We got a sweet little kitty cat. Here's a sweet little kitty cat. What are we gonna do with a sweet little kitty cat? Well, the cat should be coloured in with a bit of that, with a bit of this. Yes, it is a cat, yes. Colour in the cat. See, it's like tiger's stripes. You see, I can art. This is how you art, yes? By putting black blobs on orange and going, yeah, tiger, no. Right, now this cat needs to be doing something horrible. We need to decide on a colour for the cat first, of course. I think we're going to try and make it a green cat. It has red eyes. Like all cats. All cats definitely have red eyes. This is fact. I know stuff about cats. I'm reading a book about cats at the moment. I know about cats. And it would have... No, didn't want to do that. Can we get the white back? There you go. I wanted that. How kids are supposed to play this, I don't know. It's just to indicate what you're currently selected. I mean, if I press over here, that doesn't actually select the brush for me, even though I've evidently indicated I want to use the brush. Doesn't matter if I click what size brush I want, I have to click the brush to use the brush. Which doesn't make sense. No. There's just blood everywhere. We're gonna have a nice pool of blood down here. Jaunty music, jaunty, jaunty, jaunty music. Everybody loves the jaunty music. Everybody sing to the jaunty music. Everybody paint cats to jaunty music, even if they look like evil zombie cats. I bet if I try and fill that, it goes all crazy. Yep! And Control Z, unfortunately, does not undo. So, essentially, this cat has painted the whole area with blood. Can I? Oh, it just... Oh, the filler. Okay, well, it can be a pink room, that's fine. No, it's gonna be a red room again. It's gonna be red. It's gonna be a blue room. The blue room. Fucking controls on this. Unbelievable. Right, so we have a nice pile of blood. And this... This is hair. You see, this is hair. This is not a ball of yarn. This is hair. And the hair that should be attached to the head of an elderly lady. With blue eyes. Okay, so the white isn't white. The white is an eraser. Makes sense. I think we'll need a slightly darker pink. There we go! It's a zombie cat that's killed its old lady owner, who somehow has some kind of ball of yarn hairstyle for some reason. That is cat. C is for cat. C is also for a lot of other words that I can think of that would describe this game. Crap, for example. Cack.
Super.
Super! Isn't it just? What are we gonna get for D? Dog. I bet it's dog. It's dog, isn't it? It's gonna be dog.
D.
It's got doll. 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 Not dog. Doll. 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 What can we do with this? Can we use the eraser on this? No, we can't use the eraser on that. That's a shame. I was going to see if I could make it say dull, but I can't. Now, the doll, of course, is going to be in a lovely green field. There she is, in her lovely green field. And the doll itself will be yellow, like the beautiful daisies in the green field that are actually white, but they have a little yellow bit in the middle. They're going to be buttercups instead. Let's make them buttercups, which makes things a lot better. Now, what can we do with this doll? To start with, I think it needs some more interesting features. So, I think in this hand, it should have some kind of handle. And then we switch to this, and we will draw ourselves a kind of bladed structure, maybe. See, doesn't the jaunty music just go with the tone of what I'm doing so well? Couldn't you just imagine a creepy, wide-eyed doll with a blade staring at you to this jaunty tune? Let's put a nice little seam on it. Oh, get a little bit of red on there. We all love a little bit of red. Everyone loves a little bit of red. Yeah. Right. I think she needs some red patches on her dress as well. Just to indicate that she has been, as is the suspicion, stabbing. She certainly needs some, and she needs some red on her hands. She needs red there and red there. A little bit on her face. She needs some on her face. Just a few specks around as well. To show that it was a really spattery thing, you know? Really horrific, really horrendous murder been going on. Right, now what else can we do? Well, I think she needs some eyebrows. And I think she needs some colouring in. So she should be some kind of fleshy colour. That's vaguely fleshy. I'm looking at my own skin. It's nothing like that colour. If I looked like that colour, I would be severely ill. And she needs some eyelids as well. No, that's not how you do eyelids. Go back to white. Switch to that. Go back to fleshy colour. Yeah, she looks vicious. In fact, we need to make them a little bit darker, I think. I'm having fun with this. I'm no good at art, but this is fun. Right. No, I accidentally the dress. She can be ginger, because we all know ginger kids are evil. This was taught to us in school by all of our friends, except those of them who were ginger. Any gingers out there watching, it's okay, I've got past that. You're not actually evil, I'm well aware of this. The myths are all wrong. And she can have nice, no, the green, she's already got, no, that's her hair colour. So she can have a nice blue with a little purple dress. And some black shoes. There we go. Doesn't she look lovely? Now we need to draw her victim. Where can we squeeze in a victim? Just can't squeeze them in these days. How about here? Oh, I've just made the background all pink. This switching over thing's really difficult, you know. It's so hard to go from one thing to another whilst remembering to do it. I think this is a bit of too thick an outline. Oh well, we'll do our best with it. Why does it do that? Why does it... I've clearly made a shape I want to fill that shape with colour. Why does it seem to think that what I want to do with that shape is piss around and not use it properly? I mean, that's basic. That's like paint on Windows 95 level at basic. And yet this doesn't do it. Because reasons. Because it just doesn't want to. Because it doesn't feel like it. I have a nice little puddle of blood down here. Seem to have found the cut-off point of the frame there, which is wonderful. Delightful. Right, some hair. She will be holding this individual by their hair. Apparently their hair passes through hers as well. Which seems totally legit. Their deadness shall be indicated by 2 very dead eyes, hollow, lacking in any soul or life, just dead. To this jaunty music, isn't it lovely? There's a nose. Should we make it... yeah, let's give it a pained grimace. Although this won't work, this will just turn its mouth green, won't it? Okay, so we'll use this. Ah! Died with a look of pain on his face as the cute ginger doll stabbed it to death. Now I'd love to use some white to put some teeth in, but as you can see it just makes it go green, which is kind of disturbing. But there you go, that's a doll! Doll, ladies and gentlemen. Doll, isn't it lovely? Aren't dolls sweet?
Oh, you did it!
No, she did it. I didn't do it. Don't tell the police that. E. E of the creation of the spontaneous leaf penises. What are they? I've never seen a leaf like that.
E?
E is for weird four-legged perspectiveless elephant. What can we do with this elephant? Well, let's make the elephant letters grey. Grey is for elephant. There we are. And the elephant will be on a very orangey background. No, actually, we'll make it a slightly yellowish background. And we will have a nice bit of red here. We'll switch to this tool. I like that tool. This elephant looks slightly uncomfortable, and I suspect that is because he is dancing above flames, being forced to do so by unscrupulous circus workers. Burn the elephant like a dick. Everybody hates the elephant, that's why we steal its ivory tusks. Oh, the music has repeated on its tedious loop. Seems to be the only music track in the game. So if you were expecting anything new, anything different, no. I mean, if you want your kids to be exposed to continuously repetitive audio stimuli, by all means get them this game, but bear in mind they will do that themselves with their pop music, whatever's popular these days. One Direction or I don't know, Three Dog Night. So that's an elephant burning, and since he's burning I think we have to make him black. And yes, the flames have burned through his whole ear there. This is just what happens to elephants when they get burned. We'll make all of him black. He is so charred, he is so terribly past anything but charring, that only his tusks remain white, and his toes can be red. And that's for the purpose of telling a terrible joke. Why do elephants paint their toes red? So they can hide upside down in cherry trees. Have you ever seen an elephant upside down in a cherry tree? No? Shows how well it works then! Tee hee, hee hee. That is a charred elephant, burning thanks to terrible circus workers in the flames of cruelty, misery, and Peter in flaming misery.
Yay!
Yay! We love animal cruelty! Actually, this game is from Mexico. I think they probably do, don't they? F. F is for... What? What are we going to say F is for? Fuck. For Fantastic Four. Maybe we get a nice picture of the Fantastic Four. Or frog. Filibusters. Filaments. Fidgets.
F.
Flower. My, how unbelievably original. Well, flowers are always in shit. And we'll have a nice purple sign up here saying flower. And now what can we do to make this flower hideous? Let's just make it all red. Because this one is really unoriginal. It's so unoriginal, I can't even be original with it. Let's move on.
Super.
Nope, that wasn't super, that was hideous. G! G is, of course, for Gordon Freeman, which I'm hoping it's going to be a Gordon Freeman related level. It's also for Gold Digger. So maybe there's like a Kanye West in there. G for gynecology. So colour your own vag.
G.
No, G is for gift. G is for gift, a gift that is going to have some sort of miraculous X-ray vision, because you'll be able to see inside there is nothing. I think I switched to that, I'll have you know. Definitely switched to that. Inside there is nothing but a large bomb of couldn't give a tossery. With the end on fire, just so that I actually have to do something on this one. There we go, that's my art skills. Done. Gift of a bomb.
Excellent.
Excellent. We love bombs. Everybody loves bombs. H is of course for heroin. It's also for hideousness. Or Helioptile, which is a Pokemon.
H.
And my god, what is that abomination? That is not a horse. That is a hippo with the misappropriated body of a horse. What the hell is this? Why, it's... Oh my god, that's like a creepy second face on its face. Horse. Funnily enough, that is a slang term for heroin, which was my first answer. Horse. Now it just sounds like I'm saying whores. I'm not saying whores. I do not condone whoring or whoredom in any way, shape or form. Right. So what are we gonna do then? Okay, we take this little guy, we take this little fella. We're gonna anthropomorphize his nose. No, did not want to do that, I thought I clicked this. Give us some little eyebrows. Some little pupils. Oh, look at the smiley. He's so happy. We'll give it some nice pink lips. And a little bit black to separate them. That probably will look slightly racist. I was trying to get a little bit of curve on that, but it didn't work, and in some way that looks funnier. I'll give him a nose. There's his nose. And some hair, of course. Bit of brown hair. Everyone loves brown hair. So, this is how horses and jockeys come together. Like, you know, a horse whisperer thing that doesn't happen. Essentially what happens is the horse eats the body of the jockey. This is why jockeys have normal-sized heads but really small bodies, because they are partially digested by their horses. Of course, there's a lot of blood involved in this, because I like using red splodges. So, you know, he's basically just, like, eating his body. It takes a lot of time to recover from this sort of thing, which is why most jockeys are over 20 years old, you see. See, it all works out. I don't know if every jockey's over 20 years old, by the way, I just made that up. We'll give it some nice brown fur. What's an unlikely colour for it? Let's make it purple. A purple horse. Jesus, this looks like some twisted fan animation of My Little Pony. What colour are horses' hooves? I've never looked at a horse's hooves. I'm just going to make them grey. Seems like the kind of colour they would be. And of course, the bloodthirsty bastard will have red eyes. That seems to be some kind of zombie horse eating a person. Moving on.
Great job!
Thank you, that was a great job. I. I is for indigenous. Ingenious. It's for indigestion and interpolation. Indigo. Irritation. Idiots. Idiots who make shit games. Idiots. It's for it's for racism. It's an igloo. An igloo, of course, which is the house of Eskimos traditionally. Quite what we can do with this, I don't know. I'll just use my creativity for a moment. Maybe we'll just colour this one in properly, you know. Properly, because we all know igloos are light blue. And the inside should of course be a slightly darker blue because of shadows. And they've got a green stick with a green flag and green everywhere. Oh god, it looks like the Green Hill Zone from Sonic. Bang. Sod that one. That's rubbish. Entirely uninspired. J. J is for jackalope. It's a jackalope. It's a creepy anthropomorphized jet. What can we do with the creepy anthropomorphized jet? Well, the jet is soaring the blue skies. And to indicate its hazardousness, it's going to have yellow and black lettering. And the jet, I think, can be grey for the main part. It will have a little red go faster stripe. And the windows will be pink because they are filled with the faces of passengers looking down in horror. And what are they looking down in horror at, you ask? Well, they will be looking down in horror at not that. We don't want to do that. We wanted to switch to that. They will be looking down in horror at a small village. And a small village. This one can have a dome. How can you give a village a 3D effect when it's all in really ridiculously small colour palette? People, early makers of games, you have my respect. Because how you worked with limited colour palettes, I do not know. Just had to be innovative, I suppose. Right, I'll put some buildings in black behind, I think. That can indicate depth. That kind of looked like a smiley face then. Look, it's indicating depth. It's fact. Do, 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 do. Look at the plane and it's being nice. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. I'm actually really concentrating here. Don't ask me why. This is going to be a big skyscraper. Big skyscraper with a small bump on the top of it for some reason. Incompetent builders, I suppose. Incompetent builders, I suppose. I love this music. This music is so pleasant. Right, can we get some nice light yellowy bits? Indicate windows. Yep, that building has incredibly irregular windows. Don't ask why. We do not like questions. More windows. And then, of course, the kicker. Bombs! And then we need some kind of dramatic explosion. Maybe down here. So we will just cover up all of this stuff that I've just painstakingly done. Bomb the shit out of this town, 'cause they are nice. And we are evil, and we want them to die and go away. Look how smug the plane looks about having bombed all these innocent people. And look, here's one of them. Here's one of them. The impact was so sufficient that the perspective means he's really close to the camera. There's one of them. Oh, another one there, look. There's another one. Oh, they're screaming. They're screaming. Everybody's dead. But the plane is really happy with it, because he's an absolute bastard.
Yay!
Yay, bastards! Moving on to K, which is of course for kilogram. And, potassium.
K!
Kite. An evil kite. An evil kite. Evil kite. I'm an evil kite. So, since the name of this series is Wait, That's a Thing, I think we should ask the ultimate question of, why is this a thing? Well, I can only assume because there are enough idiots out there who will buy this for their kids, even though it is abysmal. I mean, it's terrible. It really is. This is... Just get a colouring book. What kind of world is it that we live in where you can't have a colouring book anymore because you need to buy a colouring game for the PC? What kind of spoiled bratish bastards are we raising who are like, but mummy, my friend's got ABC colouring shite on his computer. Why can't we have it? Because we have books, like normal people. Like, look, this kite is telling them off. This is the kite of judgment. This is the kite of holy judgment. In fact, he's so much the kite of holy judgment, he is going to have a blood-red cross down him. He is the kite of Jesus himself. And he is angry with the people for they aren't forsaking him or something. So he is very upset. He wants them to stop playing stupid colouring in games on their computers when there are much better tools for children on them. If you want to make it sort of crucifix style, we would have to have it here, wouldn't we? Here's the kite of judgment. Here's the kite of holy judgment. And he deems this unworthy. And there's a random line. There's a random line there. I don't know why there's a random line. We'll get rid of that random line. That was not supposed to be there. There's a random line. What colour should we make the rest of him? Because at the moment he looks far too much like an English flag. It doesn't befit a kite of judgment. We have to add black. Yes! Now he looks like some kind of crazy Templar motherfucker. You know, nice little blue bits here. And we need to make him look angry. No, I do not want to do that. I wanted that. Yes, that's an angry kite of judgment. He says, no play the rubbish games, kids. We do not like the rubbish games, we do not play the rubbish games. I am the magic kite of the sky. I tell you, these games, they're no good. You need to play they're better games, they're better educational tools on computers and things. Why you got to play this shit? It's fucking terrible. Why you got to play this shit? Don't play this shit, it's awful. He's just clicking, he's just click and color in, that's all he is. There's no game here, there's no gameplay, there's no thing. I shoot down my lightning bolt of the judgment. No, I don't, because I get it wrong and use the wrong tool, because the person who controls me is a dick. I shoot down my lightning bolt of judgment. It's, you need to do something a bit better. You need to get better things for your kids. They may be young, but they're not stupid. You need to take care of the development, and the development needs more than just coloring in, yeah? What is wrong with you, parents, who buy these games for your kids? I don't know why he has a funny accent, of course. He just does. He just does. There we go, the kite of judgment, telling you not to buy this game. In fact, we're gonna make that fact clear. Don't. Ah, well that worked. Buy these games. Don't buy these games.
Excellent.
Excellent! K. L. L is, of course, for LOL. which is everyone's favourite word these days. It's also for Life of Brian. And it is for legitimise. So let's see what wonderful, wonderful thing they're going to teach us about L.
L.
It's for leaf. Leaf. L is for leaf. Well. Do-do-dum. Do-do-do-do-dum. Do-do-dum. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We are going autumnal on this shiz to signal the death of our souls. Make one of them a bit red. Maybe do red tips. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the death of your soul. It's represented by autumn. It's just leaves. It's just some leaves. It's just some leaves. It's just leaves. Here, have a crudely drawn penis, because it's more entertaining than just leaves. Look, there will even be hairs at the base to indicate pubic hair.
Great job.
Because I'm that grown up. M. M, of course, is for M&M's, the famous candy / rapper. That is rapper R-A-P-P-E-R, not W-R-A-P-P-R. PPR? Payment protection something. It's raining. It's raining. This is as a result of our having destroyed all the leaves. This is the acid rain of death raining down on M, which is of course going to be for mitochondrion. Oh no, it's for mouse. Sorry. I thought there was going to be some semblance of intelligence there. Right, what can we do with the mouse? Let's start by filling in his little letters. M-O-U-S-E. Mouse. And it looks slightly more like a kangaroo for some weird reason. Or even a duck. What can we do with this? I know. Let's extend this up. Yeah, that music is catchy. Oh, I wanted to keep an outline. Oh well, I can go in and fill it in later, I suppose. It's really inaccurate. In case you couldn't tell, the mouse and the colouring stuff, colour. It's not really going where I expect it to. That went well. So yeah, it's very inaccurate on that. Just in case you wanted some kind of technical breakdown of why this game is a bit rubbish. You need me to explain a reason why this game is rubbish. Right, now we're going to make some windows again. Yeah, you see what this is. You see what this is. This is a giant mouse going on a rampage here. Like in that game. Godzilla. That game where you get to go around as a giant monster destroying everything. Leaving a trail of destruction in your wake. Bible games on the Game Boy. Let's leave a little helipad up top, shall we? H is for helipad, for escaping the death and destruction of the giant drooling death mouse. Look at it, it's got blood all over it again, because blood is the predominant theme of this video. There's blood everywhere, all over his snout, all over his claws, all over him. Oh, just blood everywhere. What colour are mice? Sort of brown, aren't they? Brown, 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 brown. And you can have sort of grey interior. Do-do-dum. And now we need some little tanks, I think. Nope, didn't want to do that. Do-do-do-do-dum. Do-do-dum. Do-do. That grey looks weird. Let's make it that sort of light green. Look at the green helipad up the top there. That looks like a tank from Combat on the Atari. Let's try and do a little attack helicopter as well. There we go. That is, of course, the famous scene of a giant rat being shot down by the military because it's gone on a rampage in the city.
Oh, you
Moving
did
on
it.
to N. N, which is, of course, for endometriosis, or entropy, or entertainment. Those all start with N, right? No, they don't.
N.
N is for night. No, it isn't. N is not